No longer splattered across the pavement, for one. You're in Weaver Tower.
How?
Tolly found you, brought you back. He's handling cleanup as we speak.
What did you do?
Not now, Sophia.
He was my... Willem. He was as close to a friend as I had. And he... and you...
Excuse her. Tonight's events caused some distress, and she's not alone. Campbell's records are part of the machinery that keeps the city running. Or at least, they were. So I'm gonna need an explanation.
I went because Tolly set me on Willem's trail.
Tolly?
I was conducting my investigation with your permission, as we agreed. He gave me a tip.
That does not explain how or why our secrets burned.
Willem had been compromised, blackmailed. He was beholden to another, an enemy of this court. One he called the Gardener.
The gardener? Who?
Willem used my mark against me, just as Isabella did. There can be no question. These are not isolated cases. There are no coincidences. This is the work of the Sabbat.
No. No! No! Willem would never... He would never...
I am sorry, Sophia, for your loss. He had clothed himself in dynamite. Someone else caused it to detonate. Someone who was not present. I could not have prevented it.
This... Gardener... I need to think. You will return tomorrow night. In the meantime, see what you can do to smooth things over. Sophia, you have work to do?
Of course, my prince.
Poor Sophia. She truly was fond of Willem. You should maybe go see her. Leave that wound untended, it might fester. You'll want to check in with Tolly too, seeing as he gave you the tip. This time of night, he's usually at the Dutchman. And I wonder what the Anarchs make of this. Dropping in at the hole in the wall couldn't hurt.
Okay, like I said, I'm probably not gonna mess with these side quests anymore. They can have it.
Good move to go see Sophia. She does take it so hard losing a friend. Sophia's still likely working in her lab. Hopefully she's holding up okay after the Willem fiasco. But you're good with her. She could use that.
Ah, hello, Fire.
About Willem. Sophia, I am sorry.
You promised you would protect him. But that was a promise you couldn't keep. That nobody could keep, no matter how... I shouldn't have asked. It was unfair of me, and I just got so angry with you. I'm sorry, love, for blaming you. I didn't know what to do. I miss him, Fire. I grieve for him. But now... now I walk alone in the darkness again. And
Not quite alone. Not now.
I suppose. I learned something, you know? About the mark. The symbols? The script is from Old Enochian. They talk of binding, weakening. At the core of it, I couldn't quite find the match. Not exactly. But there's been talk amongst the Anarchs. Fire, what they said? I don't like what it suggests.
And why should that be?
After you woke, you spoke of the old sect, the Sabbat.
I did. I know it of old. And Isabella used that name. The Black Hand is here in Seattle.
To even be associated with such a thing, I mean, what was she thinking?
Do you think the Sabbat gave me this mark?
I know a way we can confirm it. I told you I couldn't find a match, and that's true. Not, at least in my books. But there are others. It's just, they are forbidden. Such is the nature of the material.
I see. Forbidden books. And you expect me to retrieve them?
I see no other way. They were confiscated decades ago by Lou.
And you are certain that these books will provide my answers?
As much as I can be, yes. Luke, Graham, and I... If I am the one to ask, she will say no. It must be you, my love.
Very well.
Thank you. I have to finish off here. Then I will return to Wake the Dead, do my studies. I will see you there.
Boom. Oh, did that like clear everything up? Okay, cool. Okay, let's see if we can riz Lou for some forbidden books. Cool. I think Sophia.
Sounds like we're headed to the glacier, my love.
Yeah.
Hush.
There's no shame. I'm sure you got plenty going for you, being the nomad and all.
Do you know what happened between Sophia and Lou?
Well, Lou's done a lot of folks dirty in her time. Sophia's just worse at hiding how she feels about it.
I was gonna say, I think Sophia may be on the mend because she's just throwing out my love. I think we're in.
I'd forgotten that's how I met Willem. Losing his sire to the Rebar killer.
Willem's gardener is the one behind these dreams.
It does seem so, doesn't it? Sunflowers and riddles. Trying to make me remember something. But what? After so long, time starts to squeeze, juicing out the pulp. But you know that better than I.
Don't juice my pulp.
Wonder how Nick's got along with your menu recommendations. Reckon Lou will be in a good mood?
She did not strike me as predictable.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I feel like this is gonna take some careful conversational navigating.
Fire! How unexpected. Is this business or leisure?
Has the standard of your catering improved?
Significantly. Whatever you told the stray worked wonders. A veritable feast for the senses. You know, just last night, she brought me the most darling young boy. An actor with a face like chiseled marble. Attended Juilliard. I couldn't pronounce his last name, but oh, he was quite the dish.
You have had no more visions? You feel less troubled?
Visions? I have no idea what you refer to.
I have been searching for answers and discovered that texts once existed that could be of use to me. Texts referring to older matters. Gehenna, Cain. Texts you confiscated. Will you reveal them to me?
And why would I do such a thing? Surely you, Tremere, already possess all the knowledge you could need.
The mark on my hand. I believe these texts may hold an answer.
I see. So, this is personal for you. I do possess the texts you seek. They're hidden in the crypts beneath St. Stephen's
finally,
Church.
we're going to the church.
You may borrow them.
Well, that was a mite easy. Where's the catch?
My thanks.
But of course, the well-being of my staff is important to me.
I am not your servant. When I have found my answers, I will leave.
But of course, my dear. Just you keep believing that. Now, you should run along. Just make sure that the desert is rust and ochre, and the goddess of wine and honey decays into dotage. She does not see the feast in preparation, nor the 13th guest, as the cuckoo calls it to sup. Cuckoo! Cuckoo!
And who is the cuckoo?
The uninvited guest. The burrower in skin. The broken bread dressed with stone and iron.
Where is the cuckoo?
In the broken places. In the city of the East. A hand before. A world behind.
A city in the East. My city. Constantinople.
Oh, Nomad. I believe our business is done. Leave me.
Very well. We will talk again.
Interesting. Alright, let's check out this church finally. And that was a totally normal interaction with Lou.
Sounds like we've got some grave robbing to do. St. Stephen's. St. Stephen's. I reckon I was there not long ago. Not for books, though. As for Lou's episode, you've seen her vulnerable. She won't take kindly to that.
There it is. Let's rip this off. So
Here we are. The crypt is down in the foundations through the church itself. I guess where you'd expect to find a crypt, right?
You tell me.
Ugh.
It is your religion.
Well, I mean, I don't really call myself a... Yeah, never mind. I know what you mean.
that looks sick, though. Makeshift business card, okay. Safety inspection form on letterhead from Seattle. Okay.
Ooh, cold enough to freeze the...
More about gas and electric.
Itself a frog. Now, where would Lou store her unmentionables?
There are clearly hostiles below us.
We should check these crates. Come over here.
Oh, these bozos again.
Not so close. You've got rat breath.
Hey, I mean, yeah, but you don't have to be rude about it.
Just focus. Books, papers, whatever you can find.
My Kane's blade!
You are disgraceful.
Not getting over that one.
You and me.
Thirsty.
Ribbon manuscripts discovered beneath St. Stephen's. Loosely bound folio with text with an aura of dust and dried blood. The pages are paper thin, but are something other than paper and are covered in a dense script, which is not immediately readable. However, there are a few familiar symbols. A repeated sigil, which refers to Gehenna, and 3, which the Nomad has seen before in connection to the prophecy of the Sabbat. As a member of Clan Tremere, the Nomad has practiced in reading arcane tombs. However, this script is unknown to them, and to decode them would require a great deal of time and focus. Nice.
Reckon that's the goods. Let's get them back to Sophia.
Not the book. What the hell else is down here? List of observations of the cemetery smudged with dirt and the smell of graveyard soil. Part of it may have been a map with graves loosely depicted as rows or squares. Top 2 rows of graves and the first few of the 3rd row have all been marked with an X, as though crossed off a list. The shovel nearby has been recently worn down with extensive use. Just getting out of here. Short and sweet, I guess.
Come on out, chicken shit.
You won't find any sanctuary here, Quasimodo.
About that and what it means later. For now, we should get back to Sophia before more turn up.
Later.
So, were we followed? Or did Luz send those idiots after us? She knew where we were headed. Makes no sense, though. I lay odds those boneheads were the same flavor as Adrian. Feels like someone else has got eyes on us.
Christmas again this year.
Alright. Let's see what she can do for us. We got books. Let's talk symbols.
You came. Do you have the texts?
Here.
Yes. This looks right. Het Alanam Estovishnam. These will take time. To study, I mean.
You are not the only scholar. I will study this if you find it taxing.
But surely, Fire, you won't have time. This is what I do, what I'm good at. And I spoke to Ryong. She asked to see you tomorrow night, first thing. To say what? I don't know. I do worry we've been too open with this. I mean, we haven't been careful enough. What if Luz somehow found out what your marks meant? That they could be tied to the Sabbat? Who knows what she would demand of Ryong if she thought you a threat. The old prince has ways of controlling her chowder, making them do things they would not usually do.
Then it is a good thing that I have you by my side, Sophia.
Oh, yes. I should get on with my reading. Not that I don't want you to hear, I do, but you know.
Let me know when you have something.
I will. Good night, my love.
Yeah, I think she's in us.